Welcome to the Benzano Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. It's just never good enough for the greedy, entitled players in the WNBA. It's just never good enough. Salaries increasing 4x, salary cap, massive improvement, additional roster spots to teams, housing for the league minimum players, housing for the relief contract players. It's just not good enough. So you know what? Go ahead. Go on strike. Hold your picket signs. Sometimes you just need to deal with the consequences of your own actions. The owners, they're going to be billionaires whether there's a WNBA season or not. The players, well, they might not be millionaires. They might not even be 100,000aires if there's no WNBA season. From everything we've seen, the owners are doing their best to actually give them some leeway on these deals. Here, you want this? Fine, take some of that. Here, you want this? Here's a little bit more of that. But these players have non-negotiables, quoting Brandon Stewart. Non-negotiables. And what's that non-negotiable? 30% gross revenue. Before you guys get around to your expenses, yeah, I'm going to need that. And the owners, to their credit, not coming off that 30%. Don't come off the 30% and let them deal with no WNBA season. They want to go overseas? Fine. See ya. No sweat off my back. I still got money. The owner speaking, of course. Fine. You want to go play it on Rival? Cool. No sweat off my back. I still got money. You want to go play in Athletes Unlimited? Cool. No sweat off my back. Not only do I still have money, but now I'm not losing money actively in the black hole that is the WNBA. The owners continue to make deals. The owners continue to stand with their ego on these non-negotiables. Let's get right into it. Please like the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below and subscribe to the channel. WNBA owners make small concessions in the latest CBA proposal. Small concessions on top of the massive concessions they've already given up. They've already increased what their max deal was going to be. Remember, first reported around 800,000, then 1 million, then 1.1, now 1.3. Housing, they wanted to get rid of housing. No, if you're a relief player, now you got housing. If you make the minimum, now you got housing. So the owners have already came a long way. It's the players and their non-negotiables that don't seem to be the ones that want to move. Let's get right into it. WNBA and players make CBA progress as Breanna Stewart opens up on process that has taken way longer than needed. Do you know who's the reason why it's taking longer than needed? The players. I know all the media outlets want to be pro player. Oh, I champion the players. I get it. But have you seen how they've been acting? Like the scorned high school girl. You see, like they're acting like a bunch of mean girls. They're acting like a bunch of childs. Going on Instagram, going on Twitter, subtweeting, subposting. Some real professionals over there on the player side. The WNBA sent over its latest proposal late last week that had some important updates for players per Stewart. The executive committee for the Women's National Basketball Players Association held a call Sunday to discuss the WNBA's latest collective bargaining agreement proposal, which arrived on Friday. The EC wanted to really understand everyone's point of view and, quote, get on the same page about what we're asking for. WNBPA Vice President Breanna Stewart told CBS Sports in an exclusive interview Monday. The WNBA's proposal, the league's first response to the players' latest offer, which came more than 6 weeks ago, quote, didn't move much money-wise, Stewart said, but, quote, there were some minimum standard requirements that did come into play. That was important, Stewart added, because that means the league heard us on things that matter to us. Oh, so the league is negotiating in good faith. Oh, wow. So the league is, so you guys are voicing some things, the league is giving it to you, and that's still not good enough. Interesting. We're going to get to the non-negotiables momentarily. Notably, the league's latest proposal offered concessions on player housing and facility standards. First-year players and players on a minimum salary would be provided a one-bedroom apartment for the first 3 years of the CBA, while developmental players would be provided a studio apartment, a source familiar with the negotiations confirmed to CBS Sports. Listen to how crazy that sounds. Minimum salary still making $250K. And the league is still paying for your apartment for the first 3 years. A minimum salary that you're still making nearly $250,000, the league is still paying for your housing. That. Moving along. Those players would receive a stipend plus money for each game appearance, but would be limited to a certain number of appearances. The WNBA has provided housing for players since 1999. In the most recent CBA, teams were required to offer players a one-bedroom apartment or a stipend for housing costs. The league has been paying for these players' housing since forever. Since forever. Oh, but Ben, not the first 3 years. You guys get my point. Candace Parker, Diana Taurasi, Sue Bird. None of these players had to pay for their housing. They could if they wanted to, but they didn't have to. Is that not crazy? Tina Charles, Kelsey Plum, Elena Deladon. They could if they wanted to, but they didn't have to. And they're making, and in Diana Taurasi's case, she's making millions overseas in Russia. Brittany Griner, she got free housing in Russia. No. We'll move on to the next one. Key stakeholders from the Players Association and WNBA, including multiple owners, met in person February 2nd for the first time since October. During that meeting, housing concerns and facility standards were two issues the players wanted to resolve. While the players were frustrated that the league did not arrive at that meeting with a counter-proposal to the union's latest offer, the league has since responded with a proposal that satisfies some of the housing and facility questions. But it's not good enough! As Stewart noted, however, the league's response did not address the gap between the sides on revenue sharing. But that's not good enough. They're only giving us free housing for the first 3 years. That's not good enough. Cry me a river. The WNBA's proposal in early December would raise the cap to $5 million and the max salary to about $1.3 million in the first year. A source close to the situation told CBS Sports that over the course of the proposed deal, the max salary would raise up to $2 million, and that multiple players on each team would be eligible for the max salary. The minimum salary in this deal would start at $230,000, and the average salary would start at $530,000. But that's not good enough. All the above salary figures include a base salary plus a revenue sharing component that includes both team and league revenues, something players have been asking for. The source estimates that deal would result in players getting about 70% of net revenue. That is, the revenue remaining when league specified operating expenses are removed from the pot. That's fair. But that's not good enough. The Players Association, however, reportedly countered with a proposal for the players to get 30% of gross revenue, moving the salary cap in 2026 to around $10.5 million with a max salary of around $2.5 million. So they want double the WNBA's proposed salary cap. They want double the WNBA's proposed maximum salary. These girls are on angel dust. Ain't no other way to put it. Last month, the WNBA announced the full schedule of the 2026 season. Training camps are scheduled to begin on April 19th, with preseason games to begin on April 25th and opening night set for May 8th. Quote, time is of the essence, Stewart said. Stewart added that she doesn't know if there's a drop-dead date, at which the point the league will no longer be able to start the season on time if there's no CBA in place. However, she made it clear that everyone knows that they're running out of time and need to get a deal done soon. Here's the thing. If you don't know if there's a drop-dead date at which the point the league will no longer be able to start the season on time, you are a fool. That's the nicest way I can put it. If you didn't say, hey, is there a certain date in case this deal doesn't get done that the league will have to start later? If you didn't ask that question, if you don't know the answer to that question, then you're not covering all your P's and Q's. If you don't know the answer to one of the most basic fundamental questions, hey, what is the deadline for which a deal, if it doesn't get done, the league will need to get pushed back? If you don't know the answer to that, here, I got a big fat L for you that you can hold. Oh, L for you that you can hold. Oh, L for you that you can hold. You want to know why? You guys are the one that are asking for all these different concessions. You guys are the ones that's asking for this and asking for that and asking for this and asking for that and asking for this and asking for that. Don't you think that you should know what the timeline is so you can continue to rapidly try to move this along? No, you don't? Oh, well, that explains why this hasn't been moving along. Quote, I think that both sides are very aware that this has gone on way longer than it needed to, Stewart said, but hopefully we can really start to be hearing each other and they hear us on things that are, quote, non-negotiables. Non-negotiables being rev share. The league can give up everything. If these ladies don't get that 30%, I am going on strike. Go on strike, please. Please, go. If the league wanted to continue to push forward, they could. That's the great thing about all y'all being free agents. That's the best part of it. You guys want to strike? Yeah, fine. We'll just start somewhere else if we really want to. If we really want to, we'll just start somewhere else, and you guys can do whatever the heck you guys do. But when we talk about non-negotiables, the only reason why a deal hasn't been reached yet is because of that non-negotiable 30% rev share. Are they going to come down? We'll see. But as of right now, they're ready to put the whole league in jeopardy for a few dollars. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. That would mean so much to me. See you next time, and as always, take it easy.